Do you know what happens when a tornado meets a volcano? In this episode, we're going to talk about the building of Influent UK and the beautiful history of getting where I am today. Thank you for being here. Hello guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for joining me on this beautiful journey, which I kind of never told before, and it's kind of stretching my memory to try to remember all the details and all the bits that I've done to get from where I was to where I am today, and how building a company helped me build the revenue, which helped me get into stocks, more into stocks and more into crypto. Yeah, thank you for being here, and thank you for joining me on this journey. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you turn that bell on, and why not, please like this video so it can be shared on YouTube algorithm. It will help me a lot. So last episode I've introduced a few of my friends. I've talked about a bit of my brothers and bits I've started doing, and today we're going to talk a bit more in details about a few of the ideas that we had before getting into printing and before getting to where I am today. One of the first businesses we started, and I remember I was probably 12, 13, 14, I can't remember for sure, but I remember my brother Lucas, he saved some money and he bought a scanner. Back then there was no internet, there was so little about digital things, and what he thought it was, let's get a scanner and why not turn those images that you would take on a camera and then scan them and put them on a floppy disk, a disk that probably most of you don't remember in case you're younger than me. But I remember those days, those crazy big discs that you'd take anywhere and they would struggle to work. We shared and we advertised that business into the local paper, and people will come to our house and get their photos, physical photos, and scan them digitally on the scanner and put them on a disc. That was amazing. That was the beginning of it, but it didn't last too long because the market got flooded with people scanning, and yeah, that was probably the beginning of a beautiful journey. And I remember Lucas being so excited about the things that we managed to do. I was too little to be part of the brainstorming of that little journey, but yeah, I remember Lucas being the beginning of what we started, and from where we developed and where we are today. The second bit after that was me and my friend Ovi. We managed to do a lot of different projects. We combined these projects with a lot of gaming. Obviously, a lot of gaming come together with a lot of Coca-Cola and lots of sleepless nights. But that was when we started. I remember buying two laptops, our two very first laptops. I remember Ovi's mom helping us to get those two laptops. I call her Ovi's mom, but I could easily call it my mom. I spent so much time in their house, and Ovi spent so much time in my house that it's hard not to call us brothers and not to call his mom my mom. But she helped us buying our two laptops, our two very first laptops, and that was the journey of becoming programmers and web developers, and the journey that we wanted to take. But those two laptops served us very well. Apart from learning how to code and how to develop websites, we were very flexible now in computer gaming, and it was very easy for us to take our laptops and play anywhere we wanted. I think that was the beginning of the journey of where me and Ovi kind of separated, and I was more interested in getting to the web developing, and he's been the crazy brain which got into programming C++ and the beginnings of Java and all the nitty-gritty, all the amazing things that he's doing today still. But for me, it was the easier journey into getting from developing something into monetizing it, and getting to build a website was kind of very easy for me because I could just start building a website in HTML and add a bit of PHP, and we could get some money. I think when we were around 16, 17, probably before we went to university, we attempted on working with my brother Lucas, and he already got a few clients, portfolio. of clients, and we would use that for helping us building websites and doing all different other bits and bobs. So that didn't work out well. I remember Lucas being very, very bad paying us, and we were always moaning that he would take our money and we would build the websites, and we would never see our money. We would see our money, but very slowly, very, very slowly. Also around that time, I developed the appetite of filming and posting videos and sharing videos with everybody. I'll try to share some of the videos that I used to make when I was a kid. Silly videos, don't get too excited. I was probably filming anything that I would see. Back then the quality of the videos was I think back in the day I would be amazed with the quality of the video, but now looking back in time and the quality of the videos that I used to make, yeah, it's changed a lot. We never stopped making websites, and since then we built multiple platforms of shops. But after that experience, I started getting closer into working with Lucas, and I remember the third kind of big milestone of the businesses we've tried was into decorating weddings. To be honest, decorating weddings was a nightmare. I hated it. I just hated it. Lots of people were getting married in Romania, and we started being noticed because Lucas has got a very good eye for details, and we started being noticed due to Lucas' very good eye for design. Lots of people were interested in our services, and lots of weddings we used to be decorated by us. I used to be just a peasant in that scheme, and I hated it. I remember having to go on weddings, and we had probably 3, 5, 4 weddings a week. It was painful. That was just something that we got into, and it was just another milestone that kind of we had to break before getting into what we got later. I'll try to share a few videos and pictures of the bits that we used to do, and used to be very trendy back then. Probably I used to hate the weddings a lot, not the concept of wedding, but decorating them, because back then I got into different bands. I started playing piano, I started learning how to play a guitar and singing, and probably was kind of the youth dream that I had, and I'd rather try to pursue that journey instead of being and wasting my weekends decorating weddings. But yeah, it was a source of income, and I had to keep it going. But I think the weddings was the probably massive tricking point of printing. I remember Lucas getting into starting printing invitations for weddings, and starting designing lots of different digital things that people would use for weddings, and that was a massive portfolio of clients that we used to have because of the weddings, and that's probably the starting point of the printing journey. I believe Lucas, my brother, was a native born business strategizer, because he would just kind of change the strategy of the business, and he will reshape it and remodel it to get more interested, to make it more viable, more profitable, and try to find a niche that we would suit in and perfectly work together with the client. He developed himself in being a very good designer, and his skills in Photoshop and Corel back then. I remember getting us a lot of clients and a lot of people using our services in printing and designing. I'm very like my brother, and that's what I'm saying. When a tornado meets a volcano, nothing good happens. Good with very good friends. But back then, me being as a teenager and him trying to build a family, trying to build a business, it was not a good combination. We would clash a lot because I was stubborn, he was stubborn, and it was very hard to work together in some instances. I remember Sury working with us, and we had so much fun. We had so much fun with my little brother Clau and Sury and my brother Lucas. We had so much fun. We used to play a lot of things together, and we tried to combine the fun and the work together, but sometimes we would clash. And that's when I started thinking about something. I had to kind of try to figure something for me, and how I can still use the resources that I had through my brother, and how I can make something that is that I can be in control, how I can build something that I'm separated from where I was and trying to give my whole energy and my passion into something else. But that was the beginning of decor.sf.ro, and we're going to talk about that in the next episode. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you follow us on this journey, and let's see how I move forward from working for my brother-ish into building something that I was fully committed. I never broke any relationship with any of my brothers or my friends or anything. It's just if you follow something in life, you always have something that pushes you from inside out, and you want to kind of find your shape, find your way. I don't think that's something bad. Don't break relationship with people. Respect people around you, and they will respect you. I respect my brothers, I respect my friends, and it was a very beautiful journey up till that point. Being 17, 18, 19, I think, and working together with your friends and family is the most beautiful thing that happened to me. Obviously you clash, it's inevitable, and it's not bad. It's not bad. It just forms the character. It just helps you become who you are, and working together with them was probably the best thing that happened to me, and I'm very grateful for that. Yeah, let's see you in the next episode and see how things evolved. I'm going very fast through these little tries of our businesses, and I hope that you find them interesting. And I hope, why not? I hope they'll trigger something in you. If you always wanted to try something, why not? Just try it. Just try it and see how it works. Don't quit your job. Don't do anything silly. Don't sell your house. Don't sell your car. Don't do anything silly. But alongside, if you always had something in your mind, try it. If you don't know how to try it, ask the questions. There are people around you. We are around you, and we're more than helpful, and we're more than happy to help. Some people around you, they're very happy to help. Just go and do it, and do it today before it's too late. I always wanted to do this, and I remember starting filming and doing vlogging, and yeah, but I never had the guts on doing it. What would happen if I started doing it ages ago? Probably I would find another way of making some income and building a YouTube platform. I will probably get that one day, and I hope I will, because it's another challenge that I want to break. Making challenges for you, for your life, it's always good. Love God, love people, and love your life, because you only got one shot, and make sure you do what's best for you, and for your family and for your friends. Stay safe, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and I'll see you on the next one.